real quick. Change this banner. Let me get this smelly banner off real quick. What up, y'all? Oh man, it's a lovely day to be on the press box. Oh my God. It's your hostess with the mostest, J Rob DiBiase. It's it's about to get spooky. It's about to get spooky here in the press box. I got my boys in the back. They behind. I'm gonna bring them up in a minute. You know, we got to get through these intros. I want to first thing do what we always got to do. I want to shout out to the GOAT members, Cobra Son of Radix, Comatose in the Clutch, Segment. But it's a crazy day. Let me fix this. My shoe rack all messed up. It's rankings day, y'all. You know, the college football playoff rankings came out. But here on the press box, you know, I talked to the council and I've come up with my own rankings. They're not just me. There's a council of my peers, viewers of the show. I will not disclose the council. We go based off a few things when we do these rankings. It is top takes, analysis, etiquette. We deciding whether something is just loud gas, if somebody's just screaming and making a point, what's dominance and what's not dominance. We talking about being on time, you know, the little things. We doing everything. Everything is being tallied in your rankings, fellas. But it's all the main points is your debating skills, your analysis, and are you cooking? I also take into account in these rankings, if you made a take a few weeks ago and that take ages amazingly, that gives you brownie points because you saw something coming before the rest of the group. Now, guys, do not just be solely mad at me. In the words of my dog Mace, don't be mad at me, nigga. Work on your game. Go to the gym and work on your game. Don't be mad at J-Rob. Don't be mad at the council. Go to the gym and work on your game. All right? These rankings are supposed to make you feel like you got to get better. So, like I said, me and Bama will never be on these rankings. We are the hosts. Y'all are on these rankings. And again, I will say it one last time. Don't be mad at me. Work on your game. So with that being said, before I bring the guys up, let's unveil the first rankings because I don't want no reactions from the guys. Here we go. The press box debater rankings is out. The press box debater rankings is out. The press box debater rankings is out. Don't be mad at me. Work on your game. Don't be mad at me. Work on your game. So first things first, I know it's already controversy. Why is Early number one? Well, did anybody watch the demolition job by the 49ers? Has anybody watched Lamar Jackson? Early been telling y'all about this for a minute. The tribunal said Early is hidden with the 49ers. He's number one right now because the take is aging so beautiful. You have to give him his credit. This is not from just me. This is the tribunal. Work on your game. Work on your game. Now, Michael coming in at 2, I was a little pushback on that. I pushed back. Early, he just got here. But somebody compared him to C.J. Stroud. They said Michael came here on a C.J. Stroud type of run. They calling him the number one rookie right now. I don't know. That's what they saying. Number 3 is Riddell. Newcomer Trent right now at number 4. And at number 5 is Random. That's rounding out the top 5. People like Trent. Riddell right now, according to somebody in the tribunal, his consistency, his ability to stick to the facts kept him at 3. But they said the reason why he couldn't go to 2 or 1, Riddell, was due to the fact that at times Riddell does get stubborn and does needs to show a little bit more objectivity, and that's why he's at 3. Trent at 4. Trent came in heavy hitting. Some guys feel like Trent right now, when he believes something, he doesn't really always give a take. He just says someone is better. And so they felt like Trent needs to add a little bit more analysis to his takes. They don't think nothing he says is completely wrong. They just want a little more juice. Random at number 5. A lot fan favorite. Random. Definitely a lot of guys gave Random a lot of good votes. Random was anywhere from 2 to 4 to 5. Some got him at 1. So he had him put him at 5 just because a lot of guys got higher votes in those other areas. Random, you already know what to do. I don't think I got to tell you. You know you bring your A game every day. At number 6 is my dog, MJ. MJ's at number 6, one, because MJ's not always here. And right now, after the Eagles loss, he's starting to look like a biased panelist. Manny is here, is not here right now. That's automatically going to drop him some rankings because of it. Jalen Carter at 8, Lonnie at 9, Grant at 10, and our honorable mentions, Dev and Ben. Let me grab my headache gang brother here. What up? What up, man? Hey, Ben, just tell them boys to work on their game, man. It ain't on us. They gotta work on their game, right? Is that okay?
They might just need to go see Nick Saban down there at Tuscaloosa. Real quick.
They just need to go work on their game, right? They just go down there with the boogeyman, right?
Yeah.
Just go see the boogeyman, right? That's what I'm thinking. They can't be mad at us, though, right? Don't be mad at us, right?
Hey. Care nothing about the time, but the time.
Ain't about nothing but the time, man. Ain't about nothing but the time. So, Bama, should we bring these boys up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring those boys up here. I think so. Let's get them up here. Let's get these boys. Let's get up here. Let's get them up here. Let's get them up here. Let's get them up here. Them boys is here. Them boys is here. Them boys is here.
Give me my money, baby. Give me my money. That's all I gotta say. Give me my money.
So hold on. Let me say something. Let me just do this first things first, because I feel like Bama, if you number 1, when you number 1, you get the floor. I think when you number 1, you deserve the floor to start the show. I think that's fair. You can't be
got the meat on. Put the meat on. Hey, what that boy Jesus said.
Hey. So with that being said, I want everybody not to interrupt my boy. It's number 1's time. Let him get his moment off. Please do not interrupt. I got something now too for the interruption. Y'all gonna be mad at J Rob, so y'all get to interrupting. I got a new system. All right, let's get it. Early, number 1. How you feeling today, Uno?
First and foremost,
Uno?
I need to play something for y'all.
Wait. Is it somebody else's music?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, congratulations to the 49ers. Early was right. He went 2 for 80 on his takes. So, yeah, I already sent them 100. Feel me? Congrats on the 49ers. But we're really going to see playoff time. When they run it back, let's see what they do. Still got Philly winning now. But, yeah, bro. Congrats to the 49ers. Congrats to Early, bro.
Now, what that was, ladies and gentlemen, was Trent with his hating ass apologizing. And he sent that money through. He's a real one. Let me say this. I had to put the mink on today because I'm feeling like Frank Lucas. I come here week after week by myself, dolo on a lot of my takes. I told you Brock Purdy was Tom Brady. Y'all laughed me out. Call me everything but a child of God. Wow. But every week after week, I come here and I stand on business. Every single time. You told me the Cowboys was good. They told me the Philadelphia Eagles was the team to beat in the NFC. And I said, why? They said because the NFC was won last year by the Eagles. And I said, well, Brock Purdy didn't play. And they said it didn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, what you witnessed yesterday, if you was able to watch that game, what was supposed to be game of the day, was a massacre. It was an all right ass whipping. And I'm be honest with you, we knew the game was over with by the third quarter. Okay, Brock Purdy threw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 19 or 27. If that ain't top 10, I don't know what top 10 is. Shout out to my man Manny, who had my back. A lot of people switched sides, like Riddell said it, he was team this, team that. But at the end of the day, I told y'all what it was. I told y'all that the Eagles were inconsistent, and everybody they played, they barely beat. And I was told by a little Puerto Rican guy that, 49ers ain't played nobody. And I kept saying, December 3rd. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is December 4th. and the 70s and the 49ers are definitely the team to beat. We all know it. Shout out to Brock Purdy. Apologies to Deebo Samuels who went off. But hey man, listen, Brock Purdy next time Brady, and I stand on it. I just want to say this, man. Do you believe me now? How Deion say? Do you believe? Do you believe?
Oh man, what a start to the show, fellas. First things first. Reactions to the rankings. How y'all feeling? Did the council get it right? Did the council get it wrong?
No, they didn't get it right because I should be number one. I don't care what anyone says. I'm the best one out here. That's what I feel like. So, but it's all good. It's all good.
I gotta get in the gym more.
I love the respect, though. I love the respect at the end of the day.
To be honest with you, bro. Well, first off, early, and that was nice little promo. That was nice. Look, that was nice. That was nice. I get you. That was nice. Look, I'm gonna congratulate you. You went 2 for 80, bro. You finally hit one. Congrats, bro. I feel you. Congrats. I ain't got an issue with the top 2. Respectfully, the fact that I'm under Riddell though, that's the real mind-boggling one. That's crazy. Because I'm
not being a hater now.
Relax. Work on your game.
Hey Trent, the council just said they want to see a little bit more. They say they expect more out of you, bro. That's what they saying. They want to see
more. It's the
more.
Trevor Lawrence take. Let's be real. That's the only thing keeping you away.
They want you to get you more. So random MJ Riddell, what y'all think of y'all rankings, man? How y'all feeling about
look,
y'all
rankings? I gotta be in the gym. I gotta put my shots up, you know.
Okay.
I got some people I gotta be, but best believe when you feel me, get that practice in. Game time is up, and I'm ready today though.
Every Monday. Listen, every Monday, me and Bama, we like the AP poll. We the AP. We gonna show you every week the AP polls. Who's up, who's down, risers and fallers, baby. Hey, and don't be mad at us. The council also decides. We just are the liaisons to that council. So, don't look at this as this is your rankings all time. It could change next Monday. We might have a new number uno. So,
So I will say this. I accept my ranking. I feel like I'm paying for a really big outburst that I had, and I deserve it. I was completely unprofessional that day. But showing the fact that I was ranked high enough to be 2, but also down at 5, so I got some work to do. But hey, I would also like to add some supporting evidence to Early's take. I know you see me that little presentation you got. Go ahead, add that.
This how you go up in the rankings. This how you go up in the rankings.
So everybody saw yesterday. Hold on, everybody, please. I would like to request my time.
Hey, he wants
I would like to play some supporting evidence.
I'm on mute.
I would like to play some supporting evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is MJ. Obviously, the man goes to NYU. He's a busy man, but he got himself a nice little channel, right? But
and he a Q dog too. Don't let them fool you.
But this is what I see. And the craziest part is this was recommended to me. I never found it. YouTube just knew that some people had to put correct. But so let's just go ahead and listen to what MJ has to say real quick.
So you're gonna be working real hard, buddy. You saw that video of Trent Williams attacking those Eagles players? I want to see him do that this year against Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Yeah, try that now. Because it's not going to end up very, very well for you. I'm going to be honest. And Trent, you're going to be working real hard because other than you, who the hell can protect Brock Purdy against the Eagles defensive line? So you're going to be working real hard, buddy.
All right, so the craziest part is, let me help you out, MJ. You want to know who the hell is going to be protecting Brock Purdy? There's already the aforementioned Trent Williams. Craziest part is, as that game was going on, the 49ers just kept running left, right? They just kept running left, up and down that throat, all the pauses. But here's the other people. All right, there's Trent Williams, left guard Aaron Banks, center Jake Brandell, right guard Spencer Buford, right tackle Colton I can't even say that name. I'm not gonna hold you, Colton. That's a tough.
You don't even know. You don't even know the names. All you know is Trent.
Hey, hey, sir.
It's not your time.
You are right now. What
time.
MJ is going through is the 5 stages of grief off that game. Remember, anger. Well, hold on. Let me make sure I do this right. Anger. So it's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. Anger was him getting mad because, oh, wait a minute. Remember the telegram, everybody? Trent, you heard it. Oh, well, Jalen Hurts was out, acting like Jalen Hurts wasn't in the game healthy when they was down 15 in the second quarter. But okay, no. But that's what happened. Then he got mad at the refs. Nah. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, maybe Eagles got some life. When Greenlaw got in that fight with that security guard or coach. And then what did MJ say, Trent? Greenlaw tried to punch your coach. Man,
he did. Shout out Big Dom.
Hey,
Shout
Greenlaw's
out
dirty. The entire Niners defense is dirty, man.
MJ,
Let's keep it a buck.
MJ, that was not a punch, and you know it. MJ, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 22.
When have you ever seen somebody punch like that in your life? When have you ever seen somebody punch like that in your life?
Random. Let's not act like the Niners aren't dirty. That was an attack. All around
that was an attack on my man.
Stop, Michael. I got smoke for you too, Michael, if you want it. But look, hold on, Michael. Let me finish with MJ. Not come for you too. Pause. This is what I'm saying real quick. Then he was like, man. Then he goes on his channel and he's like, congratulations to the 49ers for winning a regular season home game for Philadelphia. Act like he didn't just get blown out. He didn't just watch his team get blown out.
Hold up.
You got blown out. No. Because MJ, if them Eagles won, you'd be acting mad ignorant right now, would you not?
I'd be acting crazy. That's the way I gotta cope. That's the way I gotta cope with it. I'm not about to be out here crying. I'm not about to be out here crying.
You said, no, man, he tried to punch a coach. He was being dirty. How could you do this? How could you do that? It was bad, bro. Even Trent who was on your side was like, this is bad, gang. Bad, gang. I'm gonna need you to hold every piece of that.
They acting like they won the Super Bowl. Like,
nah, bro. Y'all was talking mad spicy when
we woke up with the best record in the league, though. That's something. I woke up.
Random, can I interject for you? Can I help you out? Yeah, Random, can I help you out real quick?
Go ahead.
Because MJ, bro.
Wait. Before we get into the question, because that's going the topic going to get us to all these Eagles 49ers. I want to know about the rankings. Riddell, thoughts on your ranking before we get to these topics?
Yeah, let me talk a little bit. You know, it's funny. Early's number one, considering this is the same guy a few weeks ago was wearing a bag over his head.
Woo!
It's crazy to me.
That's hate. I didn't attack you. That's hate.
It's crazy to me that Early said I flipped when I was the same person that says the 49ers are about to bust the Cowboys. I was the same person that says when Debo and Trent are back, they're going to be dominant. But I flipped. Crazy.
He said that.
You switched that. You switched sides.
I've been on that for a while. But, you know,
hey, I'm not going to lie to you.
Spoke a little louder last week when I was getting up. Rodale.
You were saying some crazy stuff. I can't help you every time.
And everything I said crazy was sane today. How about that?
Wait. Anyway, I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
You know, shout out Michael. He come on, did some good takes, but I mean, he hasn't been here long enough to have a bad take. And when the Cowboys get busted in the playoffs again, same situation.
Wait, what? How?
You don't really mean
Riddell,
much.
you are nasty.
But
I never said the Cowboys would win.
I'm still going. And let's be clear. You know,
act like he could be shot. Hey, look at him laying back like that.
Let's be clear. Y'all saying that I'm biased. I will give you that. Okay, I don't like the Cowboys. I've already said that. I'll give you Eli Manning's my guy, and I'll give you Patrick Mahomes my guy. But everybody on this platform got
that's
biased.
A lie. He didn't say Kirk Cousins, J-Rob. He didn't
Kirk
say
Cousins
Kirk
was
Cousins
balling the entire season. Random
stop.
Stop. We already. I'm not even addressing the Kirk Cousins conversation.
Add Kirk Cousins.
I'm not even addressing the Kirk Cousins conversation. And of course, my guy Trent, my fellow Giants fan, my guy over here. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Me and Trent have some back and forth sometimes. We agree a lot as well, of course, with some different takes. But let's be clear, Trent. Like when you come on here, you don't really have takes. You know, you just say everybody's wrong. And when you do have a take, you say Daniel Jones potentially top 10. So let's relax on me because the biggest disagreements we both have. Let's relax on me. Let's relax on me because the biggest disagreement. Well, why are we holding the first flag? What's going on?
Hey, Bama. Hey, the rankings was the best thing we could ever did. It's the best thing we could have ever did. Oh my God!
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I'm just waiting.
Because Riddell, well, you just pulled out that golden gun.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm just waiting.
I'm trying to be a nice guy, but everybody was coming at me, so I gotta say some truth. I gotta say some truth.
Wait,
let's be clear. Like the only big disagreements me and Trent had is obviously regarding Justin Herbert. And after we seen him choke after choke after choke, I don't know how good of a take that Trent had regarding that situation. And I don't know any other big disagreement, to be honest. Other than that,
you finished?
So hey, that's fine. I'll keep on doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'll up the levels. Maybe I'll up the levels moving forward.
Wait, you finished?
Yo, Trent, you get your response, then we're gonna get into it.
You finished? Okay, so first of all, the Daniel Jones thing I said, that wasn't even on press box. So you just got that from G-Baby. You trying to eat it up. Second, you want to talk about takes. Wait, time out. You talk about takes. You said Trent McDuffie was a top 3 corner in the game. Shut up. You want to talk about bad takes. You want to talk about takes. I've been talking about takes since you even been on this platform. I talked about Tank Dell. I talked about CJ Stroud being the best quarterback in the draft class. Relax yourself when you try to talk to me.
He got takes.
Relax yourself when you try to talk to me. Please relax yourself. Don't even try to.
Pretty much, he's saying pretty much. He said you just got. He's pretty much saying you just got here.
You just got here.
I did just get here.
You just like Michael, but you just been here for what, another month? Relax.
I've been here since the beginning of press box. What are we talking about?
Bro, you're not really, but like I said, bro, like because there's been people always like you hang on the one bad Giants take I had, but never talk about the takes I had right though.
No, the crazy thing is Trent. The crazy thing is
you talk about Herbert choke after choke after choke. Herbert still like you be dragging Herbert because you literally be trying to say Trevor Lawrence is better than him. Because when Trevor Lawrence play bad, I never hear a word from you. But when they win, you want a front runner all day. But again, let's not talk about me and you, bro. Let's not talk about.
Let's be clear, Trent. Trent, I'm gonna be very clear here. Regarding with the Justin Herbert stuff, I said he was top 5 above Trevor Lawrence. I already said that this year. But when it comes down to it, I respect what you got going. Of course, I even said in the messages, I'm not mad at anyone. The only person that I'll say is above me, I actually said you would be the only person I would put above me. But then you came at me. So now we're standing on business. We stand on business now. You came at me.
You can stand on.
We know what the timing is. We know what
like
the timing is.
You can stand on. Put like this. You can stand on Bitcoin.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, this whistle gonna come out anytime it's 4 people talking. It's quiet for that. I'm done.
I like how you got the whistle now.
I'm done with it. I'm gonna just whistle at y'all like y'all my kids, bro. I'm gonna just whistle at y'all.
I'm saying, you talking about you stand on business again, Riddell. If we ever 1v1, you're not beating me. You're not beating me.
I'm down for it.
If we ever 1v1
I'm down for
on any topic we disagree on, you're not beating me.
I'm down for it. That's what we.
All right, man. You ready to get into it? You ready to get into these topics?
Yeah.
Let's see what these boys got, man. All right, first topic of the day, man. Let's get into it. After the 49ers demolition job of the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, by the way, how the 49ers officially taking command of the NFC, and are the 49ers stand alone as the favorite to win the title? Who wants to set the tone?
I'd like to set the stuff. I'd like to set the tone because I wanted to address something. I'd like to give Early an apology because I switched sides and Early got it right. And I'm keeping it 100% real here. My take before the season started was that the Niners would win it, because I felt like the amount of talent they had. No, Early, stop it, bro. Because just because one game I chose the other team, you're gonna sit here and say that's cap. That's not cap, Early. All I'm saying is I thought that things would come together a little bit later in the regular season. I didn't know if they were fully prepared for this game, and I want to give Brock Purdy credit. I want to give Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, the offensive line. I want to give every player on the San Francisco Niners credit, because when they win games, They absolutely dominate. My thing is, they didn't answer any questions that I had from them. Besides the fact that they could go in and beat the Eagles the way that they did. They answered that question to me. But the only questions I ever had about the Niners is the fact, can Brock Purdy play under duress? And if he doesn't play under duress, I think they have the most solid shot to win the Super Bowl because Brock Purdy is a very fundamental quarterback, guys. Let's not get that twisted. Yes, he's on a great team. He has great footwork. He's accurate down the middle. He has good timing. He checks all the boxes. He's just very young and under duress. I just don't know, but I have them winning. So I just want to say, I'm not necessarily worried about the Eagles. I feel like I think they just ran up against a team that was better. It's 2 losses on the season. They can bounce back in early. Before you go on this Brock Purdy hype train, I just want to say, everything went perfect for the Niners that game. Their play calling was out of this world. No. The O-line was blocking perfectly. The receivers were open on every play. Brock Purdy was accurate. But
everything I said.
Now he's lying. How am I
lying? Because you saw in the first drive.
Please let me go.
He had 3 straight.
In the words of John Morant, Michael, stay over there, man. We don't want you over here. Stay over there.
I don't care about staying over there or staying not. I'm keeping it objective. You're just riding for the Niners, and you're giving no other takes other than that because you don't want to look wrong. I don't care about looking wrong at the end of the day. I'm saying what I feel like. So, Random, you go.
All right.
No, let him go so he can cap. Let him go so he can cap. And then I'll go after him.
So boom. I was wrong about this game. I was wrong. Deebo Samuel, he stood on business. He had the black forces. He snapped. I thought he'd get a touchdown. I had Deebo on my ticket. I had Deebo on my ticket. I think he was gonna get 3 tutties. Dang. But here's what I'll say. I was most disappointed in the offense. I knew that the 49ers was gonna put up points, but I thought that the Eagles offense was gonna match them. So when I look back at this game, in the first quarter, the Eagles held the 49ers 0 points, -6 yards. I'm thinking in the second quarter, I'm like, oh, bet we might win by 2 scores. We in good position. But the fact that, give the 49ers their credit, they held us to field goals in the first quarter, and that ended up biting us in the butt come later in the game because they went on 6 straight drives of touchdowns. I mean, you can't, and nothing you can do about that. But this Eagles team that y'all see in the regular season, there was some key injuries. I know the 49ers had some injuries too, but they got all they real weapons. They got Kittle, they got Deebo, they got McCaffrey, they got all their real weapons. We ain't have Dallas Goedert. That's a red zone threat. And our linebacking core is banged up right now. Zach Cunningham is out. I'm gonna cross my fingers. I know Shaq Leonard ain't what he used to be. But if we can get him, that will help our linebacker, because what happened was the 49ers just exposed that middle of the field. So credit to them. It's always fly, Eagles fly. I woke up the best record in the NFL. I don't know about y'all. I woke up the best record. So I feel good, but I'll give them their respect. They definitely put it on us.
All right. So this is my biggest problem with them too, right? It's my biggest problem. All right. So I know, obviously, they would be mad different right now if the score was different. We're not going to sit here and act like when the Eagles beat the 49ers in the playoffs, the 49ers did not have a quarterback. Brock Purdy could even hand the ball off with his right hand. He had to hand it off with his left. But no. We stood on business. He said, hey, that's what happens in football. But for this guy to run up,
no, we injured him.
J-Rob, please.
We injured him, though. That is different, though.
No interruptions, MJ.
But all of a sudden now, one of his first excuses is, Dallas Goedert ain't there. Ufanga ain't there. And he's a playmaker on that defense. And dear God, Greenlaw was kicked out. And hey, they were still coming up and they were still beating your offense ass for real. Major pause. But I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that, look, stand on business, accept it. Okay, you're the best record in the NFC. Guess what? The 49ers right behind you, looking at you the whole time, waiting for you to trip. Because guess what? They got the tiebreaker. You lose to the Cowboys on Sunday. All of a sudden you're looking up and you're like, what happened? The Cowboys up there now. Now you're worried about your division. and the 49ers looking down at you. It was a magnificent game that every single 49ers, I'm not going to call you hater, but everybody who had concerns, Brock Purdy played well. Christian McCaffrey, dominant. Deebo Samuel played great. But, hey, and that defense was nasty. Plus, they had a little extra motivation because guess what? Like MJ said, they had to stand on business because of how much mess the Eagles was talking. And they remember that. Mind you, if the Eagles lost close, I may still be like, you know what? If somebody said the Eagles may still be the better team, but for you to lose by damn near 30 at home.
And that last touchdown was jump, y'all.
Can I just, before you go, Trent, can I just chime in? I know my comments at the going forward don't have no availability on the rankings, but I will say this in that game. That ain't look like SEC ball back there in Eagles. That looked like Sunbelt Conference to me, bro. I'm gonna be honest, MJ, to my Eagles fans, as somebody who's been rocking with y'all. So this is coming from a place of love,
you can
and honesty.
Correct.
This comes from a place of love and honesty, bro. 49ers straight up said, we more physical than y'all, and we put it on, we gonna do that to y'all. And that in itself, as a football player, when a team says, I'm just gonna punch you in your face, and now y'all gonna stop it or not, and you can't do it, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of scary to watch, especially by the Eagles. I wasn't expecting
Y'all told me Jalen Carter was the next Aaron Donald, but he was on the sideline crying. I never seen Aaron Donald cry on the sideline.
Damn, my man can't show emotion.
That's nasty.
That's the biggest
when
thing.
even the third receiver, is throwing your DB out the way to score a touchdown.
That's also false too. The game where he had a broke ribs when they kept poking him in his ribs. He was crying that game. He was mad. So I mean, it's the same thing. Like Jalen Carter is Jalen Carter. Hey, like I said, this holds nothing on the rankings. I just can't let you do Breadman like that, because Breadman's still a dog. You feel me?
Right.
But
Breadman must have been full of bread that day.
I will say this though. Check me out. I will say this though. One thing, just from what I watched with the game though, the Eagles are more of a finesse team. They probably try to stop what teams do passing, which would be annoying. I got a lot of pass rushers. But what the 49ers present, which is a smash mouth, punch you right in the mouth football, bro, I don't know, bro. It's going to be real hard for y'all to address that. Maybe Shaq Leonard might be enough, but I don't know. The Kobe Dean not looking that good in the middle. It still look like a lot. But yeah, and he back hurt again. But look, y'all, number one problem was the interior middle linebackers, and it still look like that's the problem right now, bro. Like just from yesterday, it still look like that's the same problem.
No, it's the biggest.
Y'all need a linebacker, and Bradley Roby needs to be playing nickel for y'all. No offense to Eli Ricks. Listen, no offense to nothing but the tie. You feel me? Nothing but the tie. But
he came from LSU. I'm gonna pull what y'all hurt. He came from LSU.
The other thing I wanted to say, like real quickly, is that I was just the thing that I was the most concerned about was, like the stopping the run. I feel like was the biggest problem at the end of the day, and I say that because after a certain point, no pressure was really coming to Brock. And I give the credit to the Niners because that's how they win. They win smash mouth football, and that's why I really like them. And so I don't really know if there's any other team in the NFC that can match that, like smash mouth when they're all playing to that level. Like that is nasty, man. Like the Eagles' defensive line is really good, and they were able to really stop them like that. Like I will say the offensive line question marks that I had besides Trent Williams were really answered in that game for me personally.
Go ahead, Trent.
Before I get to MJ, early, can we get an apology? I know this is your day. You feeling how I got the meat coat?
Oh no!
You styling and profiling.
No!
But can we get an apology to Deebo Samuel? Because a few weeks ago you called him.
I gave it already. Did you hear my
comment?
I gave
him. You got it up because you called him.
He stood on business. Said he was a dog. So I apologize. I already gave it.
Yeah, because when it looked like when Deebo on that field, them 49ers get the rolling. But MJ though, see game. I'm with you. I'm still with you with the Eagles. That they're gonna probably make Super Bowl. But you can't start giving these pleas out when y'all finally get blown out because you be on
What's
Instagram
the
live.
bleed? What's the
J-Rob breaking news. Shaq Leonard just signed with the Eagles.
When y'all beat the Bills, you on Instagram live. Bugging.
Shaq Leonard just signed.
Yeah, Shaq Leonard.
When y'all
Hey,
beat anything,
guys, Shaq Leonard
you
just
be
signed with
on
the
there
Eagles.
Bugging out, bro. Talking about what? Gauntlet?
Expected.
This and that.
Expected.
Jalen
It
Hurts
won't matter.
gauntlet. This ain't no
Yeah,
gauntlet.
Shaq Leonard
I'm
just signed with the
saying,
Eagles.
They pick everybody up.
We knew that was gonna happen.
Time out. What did you?
Breaking
Go
news.
ahead.
Shaq Leonard just signed with the Eagles over the Cowboys.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Trent.
Okay, now,
Wait, where you see
and
that?
to be
Where you see
honest,
that?
and to be honest,
Yeah, I got the same
he
notification.
actually,
Yep, it's official.
Yeah.
okay, but honestly,
Come on.
so yeah, don't start teasing.
Like I'm in practice, dog.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready, bro.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
be
Trent.
honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you though, because
Yeah.
with somebody who's dealt
All
with
this
bad
and they lose to the
issues, bro,
Cowboys
I'm not
on
gonna lie.
Sunday would be
Shaq
crazy.
Leonard, I don't think Shaq Leonard's gonna save the Eagles, to be honest, because
Me
he has a
neither.
bad
Me neither.
back issue, and that
I
can be
said
ruined.
Kevin Bayard was.
Look at this dude.
Nah, but like all jokes aside, though, MJ, yeah, we can't start giving these pleas out get destroyed. But nah, I was wrong about that game. I thought the Eagles would win. I didn't know it was gonna be. I wasn't even gonna think the Eagles was gonna blow them out. I don't even think the 49ers was gonna blow them out. It was just crazy how they really dominated though. Brock Purdy, he played a good game, but I don't want to drag it how he played. He's played a good game. He played well in the game, and I wasn't expecting the Eagles' red zone offense to not put up points.
Yeah,
Like, that was a real shocker to me. But yeah,
That's a big point for me when it comes to this game, because I'm kind of similar with both of y'all in terms of the Eagles. I'm not giving up on the Eagles. I still think the Eagles are the same tier, top tier, Eagles, Niners. I still stand by that, because overall, even though the 49ers did it to him, and shout out Travarius Ward, like I said, he's a good corner. So he's not, he did his job against AJ Brown. Shout out to him, of course. But the Eagles did play overall, with everything considered, they did play good football. I thought, I think they could still attack this pass defense when it comes down to it. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, of course. The eye-opening part for sure, at the very least, especially when it comes to a rematch in the conference championship, is that the Eagles can't run on the 49ers. They just can't. And if they can't run the ball against the 49ers when they play again, I wonder if this Eagles offense, because this past game, even though Jalen Hurts has been clutching everything, we all recognize it hasn't been the most consistent pass game. So with no run game against the 49ers, and the 49ers do the same thing they just did, I don't care if Shaq Leonard's there, they're still going to tear up that pass defense. I wonder, if it's going to go a very similar way where the 49ers dominate, because unless Trent Williams gets injured, that defensive line is not going to get to Purdy as much as we think. And even if they do, I stand by this. I think a few of us said this, actually. Well, I don't remember, actually. But Purdy is not as bad as people think when it comes to getting pressure in his face. He's pretty good. He's above average, and he's not terrible out of the pocket off the run.
He's baby Brady.
No, he's good off the run. All I'm saying is when you get interior line pressure, very good the interior. I'm not sitting here saying that he's bad in improvisation. That's not what I'm saying, guys. All I'm saying is, if you ask to throw him 30, 40 times a game, that's where I struggle. And I don't think the Niners will have to do that, really, even in the playoffs. Maybe in the Super Bowl if they come up against a really good defense, but I feel like McCaffrey and that offensive line and that offense just works so balanced that they have the skill to be able to have Brock Purdy throw.
Well, I will say this,
Mike, can I ask you a question, Mike? What quarterback you want throwing 40, 50 times a game?
No, I totally agree. That's not the way you should play it early. I'm just giving context to the fact that I really feel like in a situation, if you got the Niners to throw it 30, 40 times a game because you're up early on them, that game is 100% winnable. The thing is, you can't let the Niners get up early. They are unbeatable when you get them up early because of how they play.
Not that much, though.
No, but they're up 6 points though. This is random. If they score 2 touchdowns,
this is my thing. Michael is penalizing Brock Purdy. He's penalizing Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy is just following the traditional path of everyone.
I don't penalize him.
Let me finish, Michael, please. Right now, the 49ers are doing it just right. They've surrounded their young quarterback with the best contract in professional football with talent. And then once he gets paid, the talent will leave. And you hope by that point that Brock Purdy will be good enough to carry whatever talent they got. You
Tom
literally
Brady.
seeing that with the Chiefs
No,
right now.
agreed.
And right now we are
Agreed,
learning
agreed.
that Mahomes is great, but that Chiefs receiving core is so bad, Mahomes can't overcome that.
No, facts.
It's
I have
becoming
no
a fatal flaw.
complaints.
So
I
this
want to
is what I'm
know
saying.
is
This is what I'm saying right now. You are legitimately getting mad because Brock Purdy is just kind of doing his job and he's not making those superstar throws that you want him to make. That's what you are. That's what you legitimately said in the Telegram last night. That's what you said. That's what you said. Even on the Deebo Samuel touchdown where he broke the tackle, the dude literally had no space to step anywhere. He just had to stay in there, completely surrounded, and threw a dot to Deebo. Now, did Deebo break the tackle and go yard? Yeah, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry that he's not breaking the tackle or he's not breaking out the pocket the way Mahomes does it. It just works. But people have a problem with that for some reason.
Random. But
People
my
have a
point
problem
is,
with that.
okay, but my question to you is, where do you have Brock Purdy ranked as a quarterback?
Can I say something,
That's
though?
my entire
Can I ask-
point.
can I ask
Is
a
he
question?
top
Can I ask
10
a
for
question?
you? Like in the top 10?
Can I ask a question? I gotta ask a question to the panel. How come everybody gotta put respect on Brock Purdy's name when he got the God squad, but everybody says Jalen Hurts can't play well without the God squad? What's the difference? Can somebody explain the nuance of that to me?
I don't know who those people are.
I'm just reading comments.
I
just read the comments. I read the comments every week. I read Twitter. I just want to understand what's the nuance. Why does Brock Purdy need more respect for having a God squad? Why does Jalen Hurts getting carried by his? What's the nuance?
That's my only point.
What's the difference?
That's it.
After seeing what Jalen Hurts did last year, you shouldn't even be saying that anymore.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
But I do think,
Can
I
I say this though?
I
think what Hurts did against Mahomes, that's
Wait, come on, early. Don't you think that?
No, I'm gonna say this.
It's not a take. It's a question.
I'm gonna say this. It's a question. I'm gonna answer the question. I do believe that the reason why we give Jalen Hurts flack is because one, he uses his feet entirely way too much, and let's be real, he ain't passing for touchdowns. He is pushing to death. And if they get rid of that push,
That's where me and you drop. Like, y'all act like the tush push.
We gotta stop lying. We gotta stop lying. We gotta stop lying. We gotta stop telling lies. We gotta stop telling lies. We gotta stop telling lies. You can't come up here. Wait, early. You can't come up here. You can't come up here with a Lamar Jackson jersey and talking about and then indict Jalen Hurts for his ability to run and say he runs too much. Because I mean, come on, you tell everybody, do they watch the games? You watch,
but I'm be real with you. Lamar, one of the reasons why we do the same thing with him is because again, when times get rough, Jalen Hurts does depend on his feet and it works. And I'm not saying he just do okay. Look, he don't just put his feet by himself. His footwork and his ability to roam out of the pocket is what helps him throw passes down the field, make better plays. I understand that, but Brock Purdy is a traditional in the pocket quarterback who's beating you in the pocket. He'll show you from time to time he got wheels and get out of there. But Jalen Hurts, when times get rough, he has the physical ability. The boy been 650 on his legs, man.
What you trying to say about
ban the tush push because it's too dominant.
Wait, time out.
All
right, so let me ask you another question there early because I'm not gonna lie, I really don't agree with what you're saying right now, but I'm gonna indulge you. So you're telling me that you believe Brock Purdy is a better passer of the football than Jalen Hurts right now? Because he's traditional.
Listen, can I just enjoy my Purdy win?
No.
Brock Purdy and Eagles. Listen,
you gotta protect
No. You don't get to be number one and get to bask in the glory. We from a place of fighting champions.
Here goes.
Fighting champions.
Here goes.
Yeah,
How many years has Jalen Hurts been in the NFL?
3, 4?
3
or 4.
3.
This is his third. Actually, this is fourth year.
Fourth year.
Those first 2 years didn't look so good.
This is Brock Purdy's year and a half because he didn't have a full
year and a half.
first year.
What are they talking about?
This is second year. This is the second year.
This is his second year for
You want to call it second year?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna.
Wasn't you comparing Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers in the chat? He's been in the league 4 years.
I'm gonna stamp this right now. By year 4, Brock Purdy would do everything but run better than Jalen Hurts.
All right.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Early, I got a question for you. No. Let's keep up. Let's keep that.
Y'all went against me before.
That's just a bad take. That's just a bad take early, just because of the fact that you've seen Jalen Hurts win with his top guys being out, and you've seen Brock Purdy absolutely play disgustingly bad without his top weapons. We've seen Brock Purdy look like a completely different quarterback without his guy. And I'm not trying to indict him for that. I'm not indicting him for that. But at the same time, And hearing what you're saying right now, the way you're talking right now, I know that if Jalen Hurts had bad games with less talent around him, you would be crucifying him based on.
But here's the thing about Jalen Hurts, though.
We're
not going to act like we didn't watch him elevate once AJ Brown got there. Yes or no?
We also
he was Brock Purdy before then. They both elevated
early. Almost every quarterback. Early. Give every quarterback in the league a top 10 receiver and watch them elevate. That's
every quarterback. Early, to be fair though, like bro, to be fair, you also have to realize Brock Purdy came in a goated situation for a 7th round pick. So we've never seen Brock Purdy without any top guys.
Okay, so let's be fair then, because that same goated situation,
I just think you're pushing the goalpost.
He didn't look like this, and that's what pisses me off with y'all.
We saw
another quarterback in this position with the same talent be ass.
Early, can I ask you this?
He actually is showing up and doing what's supposed to be done.
Early, can I ask you this? Like, I want you to be dead ass with me. Like, no funny shit. Do you think that from Jalen Hurts' second year to when he got AJ Brown, even that he got AJ Brown, of course, you're going to get better when you get a significant weapon like that. But him as a passer, just in general, that wasn't a significant improvement.
Listen,
from it wasn't just because of AJ Brown, bro.
From the year before last, honestly, like I couldn't tell you too much about Jalen Hurts as far as when I say that, I don't mean I didn't watch the film. I just mean that I wasn't trusting the boy. Last year, man, it was night and day. Like I just think I'm
gonna be honest. I gotta agree with Gabe. I gotta agree with Gabe. Y'all coddle Brock Purdy a little bit. Like
coddle
everything Brock Purdy does, and to me, he does like routine things that to me get amplified for no reason. I don't think being able to throw to people who are open. I don't think being able to throw to people who are wide open on screens, being able to handle. And I'm not trying to take away from Brock Purdy, but to assume that Brock Purdy is to the standard of the top level quarterbacks in the league based on what we've seen, that doesn't make sense to me. I also say for those who argue that, what top weapons have you seen with Jalen Hurts being out with? I've seen Jalen Hurts without his best left tackle. I've seen him without one wide receiver. I've seen him in games where a piece that he needs is missing. I've seen him with depleted defenses find ways to win football games. So I'm not trying to take nothing away. You're supposed to figure out ways to win.
So this
no
is
matter what. I'm trying to say, but I shouldn't coddle him because you're not.
I'm gonna tell you why. I think we coddle.
There's no reason to coddle him. You coddle him too. You coddle him too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Let me
finish. All right, but hold on. Let me have to blow my whistle, bro. I'm talking. All I'm saying is y'all coddle him for doing routine things that I watch Dak Prescott do doesn't get credit for. I watch other guys don't get as much credit for. Brock Purdy is doing what he's supposed to do on a good football team. I'm not knocking for that. Do what you're doing, Brock. But to sit here and thrust him to the top of the top, like the reason why I think Jalen Hurts has been able to go to the top where he's been able to go to as a quarterback is how he's played in the third and fourth quarters of football games this year. They have the Eagles at the end of the day, whether you want to give them this credit or not, they have been one of the best fourth quarter football teams in the league, thanks to Jalen Hurts. On top of that, in the pinnacle of football, where it matters the most, where the pressure is at its absolute highest, where his defense couldn't get many stops, he had to go out there and go on a legitimate gun show with Patrick Mahomes at the highest level. He was debatably one of the best players. I'm going to keep bringing that up because that shit matters, because that's the pinnacle of football.
Also, early, before you go, I want you to go on your Brock Purdy thing, but to sit here and act like that any top 10 quarterback could make the throws that he's making out there is absolutely absurd. Now, I will stand on that right now until I see anything more from Brock Purdy, especially in the playoffs when things break down. I will continue to stand on the fact I think any top 10 quarterback can make those throws, and especially in that Eagles game. That's what I'll say. I have Brock Purdy in the top 10, though. I have him right at 10. Right now because I think from what I've seen, he is very fundamental, and I like that. And he has very good accuracy, and his arm is kind of underrated to me. But I can't push him any farther than that. That to me is honestly a little bit generous. But from the Eagles game, he showed out. So I'm going to give him that. Early. So you go.
Thanks, Mike. You cut yourself. Here's the thing. You said that any top 10 quarterback in the league can make them throws, right? Well, is that a disrespectful thing to say? Like you acting like you saying something that's going to be detrimental towards them. You're saying any top 10 quarterback. You're saying any top 10 quarterback in the national NFL can make all the throws Brock Purdy made. Okay. We're talking about a guy who was a last overall pick. The reason why we hype Brock Purdy, especially myself, because I brought this Brock Purdy love to the channel, okay? Here's the thing. You got a last pick in the draft, right? Your quarterback goes down. This guy comes in. We're not supposed to expect nothing out of him. Have you seen what Brian has been doing over there with the Bengals? We expecting that. We expect him to be trash. For him to take this team, I don't give a damn who's around him, and do what he's done, being a Mr. Irrelevant pick, being the guy everybody wrote off, nobody's expecting to do anything. You're saying a quarterback who was picked last in the entire draft is basically you're saying that he's similar to the top 10 quarterbacks or the top 10. He ain't even supposed to be top 20.
Early, you do this for other quarterbacks.
Brock Purdy's supposed to be Zach Wilson.
You do the same thing. Everybody knocks other quarterbacks in great situations at other points in time for the same stuff. So how
Michael, we're not going to act like other quarterbacks in great situations again. With Jimmy G did not fail.
No, that's true.
Jimmy G look like this sucks.
Was you getting the ball? Was Debo? Did the offense run like this? It's a reason why Debo Samuel
he's learning it better than I got you, bro.
It says, you know what, dog? We would have beat y'all last year with that guy. They believe in that guy.
That's quarterback.
That's something.
Early, I got a question for you. Because ultimately, with the stuff regarding AJ Brown is a little disingenuous because we realize that Brock Purdy looks way better with Debo on the field than without Debo on the field. So that's a very important point when it comes to Brock Purdy, because I've reiterated time and time again what Debo brings is exactly, we said a lot, that yak, that ability to make plays after you catch the ball, that is huge for the 49ers. But my question for you, Early, just a legitimate question. Who do you think throws the ball downfield, deep passes better, Hurts or Brock Purdy?
Hurts has a better deep arm than Brock Purdy. I will give him that. Hurts has a better deep ball than Brock. Matter of fact, here's the thing what's so crazy about that is that the type of passes that Hurts throws, like his receivers, first of all, AJ Brown is one of the best deep threats in the league, man. We got to be honest. Like, he's one of the best deep threats in the league. Not only that, the way that Jalen Hurts moves in the pocket allows him to buy more time, where a lot of times, look, that deep ball is on the money because he done brought the defense in, same way Patrick Mahomes does. Now the deep ball getting thrown. I'm not saying, listen, what I'm telling you is that
you said Brock Purdy would do better than Hurts at every category other than running. So that includes the deep ball.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that when we say a better deep ball, you're right. Hurts throw a better deep ball, but it ain't far off, man. What Brock Purdy is doing in his second year, which is part of his first year, like, it's crazy because I said this before. We sat here, and I don't think you guys, a lot of y'all pucks like MJ, 22 years old. So you didn't see Tom Brady be just a guy. His first 2 years in the league, go check his stats. Watch the film. He was just a guy. So if I'm giving Brock Purdy hype, it's because, dog, what he's done in his first 2 years, come on, man. If you don't see greatness coming down the line with that, then, dog, what am I saying? I wouldn't be saying this, and I ain't the only one who believe in this. That 49ers team galvanized behind that boy once he got behind quarterback. From day one, they knew, hey, this our guy.
Early.
This our guy.
What's the ceiling for Purdy now?
Tom Brady. I just told you.
Tom Brady.
Oh my God.
He's trolling.
Come on.
That's insane, Early.
Hey,
I think this. How about this?
It's early. Let me ask you
I think Brock Purdy gets 3 Super Bowls, a couple Pro Bowls, and is a Hall of Famer. Maybe not first ballot, but he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Wait, Early. Let me ask you.
I believe in him that much.
Okay, you don't think that. Early, you don't.
One at a time.
Early, you don't think that because you talking about since day one when they got Brock Purdy, they've been around him. You don't think that anybody that's being better than Jimmy G not going to elevate the 49ers offense? Because that's, to me, what Brock Purdy, he's a better version of Jimmy G. But he gets the job. Hold on, because it's not crazy. Yeah, he gets the job done, but he just does a little bit more. So we have to see what Brock Purdy does later down the line if he stays healthy to see what he want them to do. Because let's not act like Jimmy G. They've been to a Super Bowl with Jimmy G. Now I agree that conference championship.
Could have beat Mahomes.
Hold on.
Stay there.
I'm just saying. Hold on. All I'm saying is that, I get it. The NFC Conference Championship where most of them were ran for 30 yards. So 300 yards. So I get it. He got carried. But I'm just saying is that this 49ers team is OD. And I think we've all been saying, I think everybody on the panel, when you get somebody that's just a little bit better than Jimmy G, you're still going to be a Super Bowl team. Because Jimmy G is whack. At the end of the day,
he's been whack. He's always been whack.
When you get somebody that can make one play just in the pocket, you're still gonna be a top 10 league. Plus all that with Debo, CMC, top defense in the league, you have straight guys around your roster. So again, I don't know about. Of course, early like you got your bias with Brock Purdy, you think he's gonna be Tom Brady, whatever. But like we just have to, we got to see later down the line who Brock Purdy to really show who he is.
And to speak off that, when it comes to down the line, we got to recognize that Ayuk is gonna. Did he get signed already? Did he get his re-signing at all? Because I'm sure he has to get a contract soon, right? So Ayuk is gonna have to get paid. George Kittle is gonna retire soon. Like he's old, bro. He's gonna retire soon.
How old do you think George
a lot of
Kittle
their
is?
How old is
Hey, Rodell.
I feel like I'm getting the vibe. To be fair, this is all speculation. I'm getting the vibe that Kittle kind of wants to win a Super Bowl and retire. That's what I kind of want.
When has he ever said that? The man loves football.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you're bugging. Kittle, Kittle gonna be in.
You're bugging.
Hey, man,
Jeremy Shockey 2.0, man. Stop it, man. Man,
if it happens, but like it's not like Kittle's young though, so Kittle's not going to be here forever.
He's in his prime. He's the smack dab of his prime.
But yeah, all this shows me though, from what I've been hearing, is that to me, because when the 49ers lose in the playoffs, or if they they do, I do not want to hear a quarterback issue. If that's how we're gonna start talking about Brock Purdy and the 49ers, I do not want to hear.
So Trent, can I ask you a question? Trent, so what will be said? What will be said if he leads the 49ers to the Super Bowl?
He's 30. He's still in his
instead
prime.
of not making that throw that Jimmy G should have made, he makes that throw and wins the Super Bowl. We'll be saying that.
Then it's a whole different.
Then the conversation changes.
Like I said before, December 3rd.
Early though. That's a whole early. That's a totally different combo. But all I'm saying is, again, because you know how I feel about the 49ers, and they're basically the San Francisco Cowboys. They never get over the hump. So all I'm saying is that if y'all lose again or whenever y'all do, I do not want to hear a quarterback issue because we're talking like Brock Purdy, like he's a guy. That's what you're talking about. Trent. You're talking about Brock Purdy like he's about to be a borderline top 5 quarterback. So
can I ask y'all a question?
Wait, please. Let's get off of this because we've been rambling about this for a while. You can say one more thing, but you've proved your point about Brock right now. All I'm saying. But bro, I don't know. Your take is based off of the future thing of him becoming Tom Brady. All I'm saying is I'm not debating you on the future, bro. I think Brock Purdy has a great future ahead of him as a quarterback. I'm just talking about this season specifically early. So that's all I'm saying. I can't even respond to your take of the Brock Purdy, Tom Brady. Like, first of all, you're relating him to Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady had a great defense, but the offensive weapons were literally nowhere close to the same. So that's my only pushback. Okay, I'm not necessarily mad at you for saying that he might win 2 or 3 Super Bowls. The Tom Brady thing's over the top. But all I'm saying is you're debating
don't make me do this, bro. You didn't watch Brady then. If you're saying that he was carried that whole entire time, you didn't.
No, he didn't carry. No.
You didn't watch Tom Brady early. Now I'm gonna have to start coming there and cooking you about.
You moved the goalpost. I didn't say that, but the weapons that Brock Purdy has was better, bro.
Yes,
Let's
they
keep
were.
it a buck.
But Tom Brady was okay. Tom Brady's second year as a quarter as the New England Patriots quarterback. Fine.
All right, my thing we got to stop doing. Let's get into our next topic. Why does every time we talk about Brock Purdy, does in some way, shape, or form Tom Brady's name?
He's the one who keeps going up there, bro.
Blame me. Blame me.
I got some respect on Brady's name. Apparently.
I did it. If Mars can call Jalen Green Michael Jordan, I can call Brock Purdy Tom Brady. Goddamn it.
Hey, W standing on business. All right, let's get into the second topic. Let me go through some of these super chats. My boy Nick Trash. Hey, y'all finna be mad when my Wolverines beat the Tide. We about to get into hold on, Bama. But wait, we about to. That's going. Wait. We gonna get into.
Relax, Bama.
We gonna get into it. I just want to get these. I just want to get some of these out of the way.
I'll be there. Hey, I'll be there. I'll be out there.
Fire.
I'll be
out there.
Shit. I'll be out there. This my birthday too. This my birthday too.
That's
J-Rob, we might have a new jinx because you got the J-Rob curse, and last time Bama went to a live game.
I'm about to say, Trent. You watched them Colorado boys get blown out. Hey, Trent, if Bama gets blown out, we gotta find him.
Bama, do you believe in Milrow, Bama?
But come on, Milrow.
Hey, I have my doubts. I believe in him.
I said this. Hold on. Let me get this off real quick.
Come on, y'all.
Know this.
You want to get through the let him go. Come on, bro.
Trent,
Stop interrupting.
what did I say? What did I say? I've been saying this the whole time. I came back and said, I still think Ty Simpson is QB1, but how Milrow has progressed, bro, I will ride with him, bro, because he is not doing bad, and he has progressed very well, bro. I did not think he was going to progress this well. I feel like the pressure that coach put on him was good for him, so we're going to ride with him. I still think Ty Simpson might be a little bit better, but we're going to ride with Milrow, bro.
So Milrow to Oklahoma confirmed? Is that what you're telling
me? All right, hold on.
No,
stop. Shut up. Both of y'all shut up. Don't start, because I want to get through these super chats. This is what I'll be talking about.
Go ahead.
I'll be whistling you niggas. Michael should be lower. Trent, random and early, competing for the top spot. Grant, top 5. MJ don't show up enough to be that
Angie
high.
Carr's a hater.
Lonnie at 6 for
Angie,
me. All right, okay.
W Angie.
J-Rob sound like Stephen A. Smith. You feel me? The list is fluid. Travis, Lindsay, J-Rob, when do y'all discuss college football? Well, wait till we get to this next question. Shout out to Travis, man. Shout out to Travis. Almighty Lambo, you're lying. There has been nothing but excuses from the Niners all year.
We're not acting like we weren't cooking them when they had that 3-game
STB Manny, because Manny asked 100 times about this super chat that we were going to get to no matter what. I called it. Eagles' second level is cooked. We told him early. Well, you should have been on the show, Manny. That hurts your ranking. Prodigy, Tua greater than Herbert. Tired of y'all disrespecting Tua. All right, that's a conversation for another day. All right, let's get to this topic, though. The most scrutinized thing is football right now. Hey, if you don't understand football, panel, that is a penalization on you. It is not our responsibility for you to understand all facets of football. If you get a question on college football and you can't answer it accurately, that's not on me. Work on your game. That's just how that goes. With that being said,
they tell me to read manga. They tell me to read manga. I come in every day like, damn, bro, this died. They be like, bro, yep, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. So-and-so died too. Punk ass.
So, Bama, we're going to start with you before we get to the panel, because obviously you and I are not involved in rankings. So, did the committee get it wrong for leaving Florida State out of the college football playoffs? We'll start with Bama, obviously, because the reason why Florida State is not in is because it ain't about nothing but the Tide. So go ahead, Bama.
Nothing but the Tide. We talked about this last night on Open Field.
Yes, sir. Shout out.
We talked about a little college football. We talk about both, but we emphasize a little bit on college football, where me, my dog Trent, a few others random came up last night. Where we talk about this very in depth. Y'all should come check those out. Sundays at 8:30. I think they got it right. Like we said,
Pacific time.
8:30 Pacific time. I think we got it right. Somebody was gonna get hold regardless. Trent said this earlier. Somebody's gonna get hold regardless. I think it's good that it was Florida State, because I said this earlier in the chat. I said Alabama and Texas are twins. The reason why they're being is, if Alabama would have beat Georgia, which was the undoubtedly best team, they haven't lost in 30 games. That would have put a real big hiccup in everything. And it's like, you can't leave Texas out because they beat Alabama head-to-head at Alabama. And the committee already said, we value head-to-head over everything. So if you would have put Alabama in over Texas, it's like, dang, bro, we beat them head-to-head, so you go put them in over us. So now you got to look at it from this part, where it's the best team. That's what they kept saying. Granted, you losing your quarterback says – and you able to win says, to me, that does say that you're the best team. Because in essence of a team is how well you able to win when these pieces get hurt. Them dudes were able to go down to QB3 and still able to go undefeated. I give them that. But let's just be honest, bro. Washington, Michigan, Texas, Georgia, I even say Oregon, they thumping FSU without a quarterback, bro. We just go be honest. I get what everybody say. I feel what some of those people saying, Booger and all of them. It's like, yes, they are the true best team. But let's just be honest. A third string QB, they had 55 yards total passing, bro. You're not finna beat those teams I just named. with that type of production from the QB. So I feel like even though you could say they got hold because they undefeated, it's like, bro, I feel like they got it right. You see what I'm saying? Because of I don't want no 65-7 again, because that's what they're gonna say. If FSU get up in there and lose 30-0, 50-0, what they gonna say? Oh well, we would have had Travis Lindsay, it would have been a different story. Well, go ahead and lead them up out of there then, and so we'll get a whole different story. These 4 guys up in here, everybody is healthy for us, the main pieces of the team, and we really get to see who the best team is.
Can I, before you go, let me add my 2 cents into this too, because I want to speak on this, and then I want to leave the floor to y'all, because y'all got to do y'all thing, whoever phone that is. My thing is this. Listen, is it unfair to FSU? In my opinion, 1,000%, it was completely unfair. Now, I understand where people say, how could you leave the SEC champion out? And I understand that. And I think the committee did what I thought they were going to do. I will say if FSU had a case, they beat 2 SEC teams this year, convincingly, by the way. But I do also
has a winning record against the SEC this year.
Right. And then also too, but I'll also admit, like, that 3rd string quarterback and to only beat Louisville by 1 score, if I'm the committee, it concerns me, because with that 3rd string quarterback, can I, without a shadow of a doubt, say, are they a better team than Ohio State with 1 loss? I don't know if I could say that. Are they a better team than Oregon with 2 losses? I don't know what I can say that with the 3rd string quarterback. Are they a better team than Georgia with the 3rd string quarterback? I don't know that. Now, it's not fair. They should have ultimately, if they were going to do the right thing, they should have put in FSU. But the committee's job isn't to do the right thing. And that's what people don't understand. Their job is to put in what they believe are the 4 best teams. And unfortunately, Texas beating Alabama at Alabama, pretty much, if they won the Big 12, they locked up their trip to the championship. If Alabama goes out there and beats the national defending champion, who won 20 plus games straight, hadn't lost a game in almost 2 years.
They're on a 28-game win streak.
Two Alabama, and
then beat Alabama on the way to get there. You would be hard pressed to not leave that team out. So FSU got screwed. But you know what I personally think this is? I think this is the way for the NCAA and the committee telling the Clemsons of the world and the Florida States of the world and the Miamis of the world, y'all better come to the Big 2 conferences. You better either go to the Big 10 or you better come to the SEC. Because the way we're looking at the ACC right now, we ain't looking at them like a big dog. We not. And so, unfortunately, right now, what this is telling me, when this thing goes to 12, they're taking 4 teams from both conferences. Those are going to be the first 8 in. And then the rest of the conferences finna get sorted out in the mix the rest of the way. So pretty much the FSU and Clemson, y'all better figure out ways to get to either the Big 10 or the SEC, because it's starting to get real spooky. Trent, we'll start with you because we know you know this stuff. We'll go Trent, Random, Grant, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, y'all.
I don't even think that last part you said was like, oh, the ACC or Florida State need to come to the Big 2. I just feel like it's specifically on this. And this is why they didn't make it. To me, it's black and white. When Jordan Travis went out, I've been said, once he went out with that gruesome injury, it was over with, because after the next 2 games, they beat Florida, an SC team. That was a struggle one. And Graham Mertz broke his collarbone that game. And then you go out and lose you beat Louisville. And if we being honest, if that Louisville quarterback had any type of IQ at one point, they win the game.
Right.
Because 55-yard total offense is bad. And it was a struggle victory. And yeah, people getting, what's his name? Getting mad about Bama. Oh, they almost lost to Auburn, but they literally bounced back and beat the number 1 team in the country.
Right.
It would be, if this would have been the perfect example of FSU to have like a mean flashback to 2014, 2015 Ohio State. If that quarterback came in, was looking like Cardell Jones and tweaking out and bugging out, it would have been a locked top 3 team. It would have been no issues. But the issue was, y'all wasn't even looking like a top 10 team these past 2 weeks, while these other 4 teams were looking like a top 4 team in the country. So yeah, like, and the committee, one of the things that they value is losing key players, losing a bit. And you lost. I don't think Jordan Travis is the best player on the team. I think it's Keon Coleman. But again, the head of the table starts with Jordan Travis. Right. So when you lose him, it's over with, bro. You're not gonna make it, because these other 4 teams look better than you. I think that's why it's that black and white. Now, I just really feel bad for the players, because you went through fall camp, summer workouts, all this stuff. You did your job, but you couldn't make it. But that's just what it is. Plus, also, Florida State strength of schedule is like 55 in the country, compared to like Alabama was like top 5.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. I do feel bad because Florida State always felt like the odd man out. Like, let's say if Georgia went undefeated, whoever, like if all Power Fives, because at one point they looked like every Power Five champion, conference champion was going to be undefeated. Florida State was an odd man out because I argued this with Manny and another person. I was like, nothing in Florida State's resume is as good as Washington's. Just nothing is at all. Whether it's whether it's the best.
Washington was always getting in no matter what. Pac-12 was too competitive this year.
Pac-12 was just too competitive. Like, and I just felt bad. Mind you, I understand why they did it. I understand why they did it. The rankings are the way they are. I don't like it because I've always had this rule that if you're an undefeated Power 5 conference champion, you should make the playoff. But once, like me and Trent said it that exact same day, we said it on that episode. Once Jordan Travis got hurt, their season was cooked, no matter what. And we said it last night open field. If Jordan Travis doesn't get hurt, Bama's watching. Bama's watching the playoff for the rest of us. That's how I feel. Because I don't see how they would put Alabama over Texas, especially looking at how both teams finished their seasons. I understand that Bama did come from a lower place, but Texas still stayed they still played very well and they stayed dominant. So that's why I'm just sitting there like it just sucks. But Florida State was always going to be the odd man out. And it's crazy part is because the one year that the Pac-12 is great, ironically, their last year, right? It's just that they just lost out. And it looks bad. But this is also entertainment through a thing, too, because Trent said it yesterday. You ain't trying to watch 65-7 in the playoff. You're not trying to see that. And that was what was going to happen no matter who they played. Washington was going to run them through. Michigan was going to run them through. Right? So that was what was going to happen. It just sucks and it's unfair and it showcases why.
Can I ask one question?
Go ahead, host.
Because a lot of them games was pretty close. So you mean to tell me with Jordan Travis, if they had the 5th overall toughest schedule, you think they still go undefeated like Alabama did? Because that's why I said, bro.
I can't say that.
Only losing one game with the 5th overall toughest schedule is very impressive. If you look at Texas, them dudes, I think they top 10. Michigan, they even top.
I understand, but you can't do that.
Washington, top 10 for a strength schedule. So it's unfair for you to schedule a whole bunch of cupcakes and then be like, "Hey, we're gonna penalize you guys." Because what's the number one thing y'all used to use against Bama though? This is what I say. The number one thing y'all used to use against Bama, they don't play nobody.
Now, can I ask you?
When we start playing teams and we don't always go undefeated.
No. I don't. Okay, so you schedule the one team. You also play Chattanooga, bro. What are we talking about? You play Chattanooga.
Can I ask you a question, Bama?
Can I do that?
Can I ask you a question, Bama? I do want to ask you this though, dude. I do think in some ways, dude, don't you feel like we do overrate the middle of the pack of the SEC a little bit too much compared to the top of it?
Yes,
because I do feel like outside of like if I were to look at and I'll even use this to apply to the Big Ten. If I look at outside of Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan, and then if I were to look at the SEC, I'll go LSU, Bama, and Georgia. I would say in terms of the recruits, the middle, and Ole Miss. I'll give Ole Miss a nod too in the SEC. But outside of those schools, those 4 schools and those 3 schools that's in the Big Ten, I feel like the middle of the pack, bro, at both schools is a little bit is all 3 and 2 stars, bro. It's really just a lot of high 3 stars, not too many 4 stars. It's the same level of talent, I think, at both schools. Maybe some bigger country boys up front, but it's really about the same. So, and shout out to TJ, respect to Mizzou this year, but this year was the aberration, not the consistency with Mizzou. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying Maryland was decent this year. You know what I'm saying? Or it don't mean nothing. Facts. Those are aberrations. But I don't think nice. But like for example, Georgia. For example, they say Georgia is 3-0 versus top 25 opponents this year. One of those top 25 opponents was Kentucky. Are we really looking at that as like a real crazy win? Are we looking at Florida State's win over LSU now like that was a big deal? LSU was a Big 12 team this year, bro. They were. They played no defense. They played no defense.
I mean, not according to Bama, because Bama will say that Kentucky will go
going to the Big Ten.
This is my question. This is my question to Bama. You don't believe that with NIL now and the transfer portal, if you're not at one of these top programs, the parity amongst the other schools is closer than ever. Has anybody seen Arizona? Whose hot ass mic is that? One of y'all got to work on y'all background. I think that might be you, Dev. You got a fan or something?
They
put some headphones on, Dev.
I'll say this. They only questionable loss for is Kentucky because y'all be missing me with this. This is why I said, bro, it's kind of unfair, bro. Because
wait, can I just answer this question? Let me just answer this too. LSU had a high.
We was doing it. FSU should have.
Now hold on. Does anybody remember when Robert Griffin III won?
Hey, Alabama.
Hold on. Go ahead, Bama. Dad, you gotta handle that sound, bro. Your background is hotter than fish grease. Go ahead, Bama.
No, all I was just saying, bro, with the Kentucky thing, and the middle of the pack conference, because like this is what I bring up, bro. These guys have to play each other. So Kentucky lost. They only suspect loss was 17-14. Spencer Rattler in South Carolina. If y'all want to hang that against them, I'll give y'all that. But after that, they lost to Alabama. They lost to Tennessee, 33-27. They lost to Missouri, who was the number 9 team in the country this year. They lost to Georgia. Them was their only losses right there. Right there. Georgia, Missouri, Alabama, Tennessee. All right. So we go over to Tennessee. Tennessee, they lost 4 games.
They was whack, though. They was whack.
That's my problem.
This Alabama, Missouri, and Georgia. They lost to Alabama, Missouri, and Georgia.
If we really gonna discuss the bottom half of the ACC,
I know. But what I'm saying to you, if we look at the bottom half of a lot of these conferences, bro, they're whack. Bro. Like,
but in other conferences, y'all losing to people like
No, we're not. Ohio State, they're
not.
Ohio State and Michigan, we ran through the Big Ten. Same way y'all run through the SEC.
We're not gonna pretend like Oregon didn't beat Portland State 86-7.
All I'm saying is, guys, is I'm really happy. I know people don't like that. Some people don't believe the 12 is changing anything, but this is why I feel like we need to go to 12. Is because NIL and like Bama, if we was having this conversation, I swear to God, we were having this conversation between 2010 and 2016, bro. I'd concede all SEC arguments. I'd concede them all because let me finish. I would concede all SEC arguments because, bro, the SEC from 2008, bro, from 2008 to 2000, I'm gonna say 17 is unmatched. The conference unmatched, bro. That's the NFL. That's the NFL G League, bro. That's the minor league for the NFL. I'm not arguing you that. Won't argue you there. But now in 2022, 2021 and plus, between NIL and this transfer portal, bro, the middle of the pack teams is closer than we think, bro. Don't forget, Bama, New Mexico State beat Auburn Eagles, bro.
I want to speak to that because the reason why I can't give y'all that, bro, because y'all don't understand how petty Auburn really is, bro. Once they secure 6 wins,
why would they do that?
6 wins,
why would they do that?
Bro, they started practicing for Alabama.
You realize how idiotic that sounds?
They didn't even. They don't even practice for. They didn't even practice for. They don't even care about New Mexico State.
Look at the smile on his face, J-Rod.
They paid him $2 million.
J-Rod, look at the smile on his face.
All that Auburn really serves is to put a wrench in whatever Alabama got
you don't
going
even believe
on,
in
man.
himself.
That's not true.
No, J-Rod, this is my biggest problem.
Please
let me go. This is my biggest problem with SEC. Out of conference, J-Rob, they're playing teams like Alabama A&M. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Arkansas. Yeah, you're playing Kent State.
It's a proven argument. This is what I say.
You're playing FIU, West Carolina. Like, what are we talking about here?
After Alabama went back-to-back, nobody wanted to play them random. So don't see.
Now that's true too.
Especially after Florida State opened up with Alabama in 2000. What was it? 18. I believe.
19.
It was some reason. They was number 4 in the country. FSU was number 4 in the country. DeAndre Francois was the front runner for the Heisman.
I remember this.
They ended up getting blew out, and DeAndre Francois was out for the rest of the season. After that, team stopped scheduling Alabama.
I would agree with him.
Texas did it.
I got J-Rob. I would agree with him if it was only Alabama. When you got Vanderbilt, who only won 2 games.
Wait, no. Random. Answer me.
What are we talking about?
Random. Ask him this.
Everybody answer me this. This is why I ask y'all before y'all ask me anything. Answer me this. Can any of them teams in any other conference beat Ole Miss?
Ohio State.
That's a lie.
Yes, it is.
You're a liar.
Right now.
Bama, you're an absolute liar.
Bama. How about this? Let me do y'all one better.
As the resident Ole Miss fan, I feel like I need to answer this.
Let me do you one better. How about this, panel? I'm gonna put the name of a few teams from different conferences, and I'm gonna say their names. You let me know if they could be we don't know if they're gonna be. We're speaking hypothetical games, but tell me if this team could potentially be Ole Miss from teams this season. Hold on, Manny. From teams this season, I got you. Texas.
Yes.
Florida State. Full power Florida State.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Full power Florida State. Yes.
Okay.
Ole Miss only lost to Alabama.
Washington and Oregon.
Beat Ole Miss?
Yes.
Washington, yes.
Let's go.
Bro, I don't know why you think Ole Miss so good.
Yes, they can.
Beat Alabama and Georgia.
No. You said
Why you
Ole
moving
Miss.
the goalposts?
You use Ole Miss as a standard.
That was the only two losses Ole Miss get back.
You said Ole Miss, B. You said Ole Miss.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on.
So let's ask this question then. Should we penalize Oregon State for losing to Washington and Oregon?
No.
The top dogs of their conference?
No.
Should we penalize Texas for losing? Should we penalize Texas for only losing to Oklahoma? Who's
how many titles them schools got between them? If them
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's what you want. J-Rob,
what y'all saying. What y'all saying is real nasty, bro.
J-Rob, look at this.
J-Rob,
look at this. I'm literally looking at
losing Alabama and Georgia.
I'm literally looking at
Alabama. Oh my God, bro.
Please.
All right,
let me go.
Hold on, random. Wait, no, because other guys still have to go, bro. You random. Other guys have to go.
Okay, fine.
Manny, go. Grant, go. They have
I understand what Ben was saying because I'm an SEC guy. You know what I'm saying? LSU. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like the SEC is unmatched. But if you look at the ACC in the bottom half versus the SEC bottom half this year, they're 6-4. They're ahead. They beat them head to head 6-4. So
go ahead, Grant.
So before I start my thing earlier about the rankings, put me at 10. It's crazy, but I respect it. It's y'all's decision. That's fine. I love a challenge, so challenge accepted. So
let's go.
Challenge.
Like I said, don't blame us. Work on your.
I'm not mad at y'all, but just know.
Yes.
Y'all want to fight? You got it. Now,
yes,
this is my thing with Florida State. My biggest thing with this SEC championship, and I said this earlier, my thing was looking at it from the perspective of Alabama. If Alabama beats Georgia, there's obviously an argument to get into the playoff. The question for me was how Florida State was going to play against Louisville. And if let's be completely honest, looking at that third string quarterback, he's not Jordan Travis. And they barely beat a Louisville team who we forget lost to Pitt, who had a losing record this season after they knocked off Notre Dame. So my thing with it is I think Alabama, as soon as Alabama beat Georgia, they're a lock. That's fine. My thing with it is now, I think the committee, we said this, the biggest fear they have is that 65-7 game. They put Florida State in that game against Michigan. Only God knows how bad it could get, because I feel like the way I watched that Florida State offense play against Louisville, they try to play like that against Michigan like that, they're getting destroyed. And that was the biggest fear for them. So they did it for the sake of the competition standpoint. Granted, did they still get hoed? Yes, I completely agree. I feel like they got robbed out of a spot, and I feel like it's unjustified, but we can't really complain about it now because they made the decision. But what's really interesting about it now is the biggest shock for me at the playoff, Georgia dropping from the number 1 spot all the way down to 6. I honestly didn't expect them to go all the way down. Because I thought at least what was going to happen is Michigan and Washington would lock in because they're the number 2. They're the 2 teams that we're going to win since they won a conference championship. Number 3, I would have given number 3 to – honestly, I would have either given number 3 to either Georgia because I think Georgia would have at least dropped that far. You dropped them to 6, which is insane. But at the end of the day, I feel like we have to look at the playoff now. It's going to be very good. This playoff's about to be a movie. I'm so excited for it. I'm going to the Sugar Bowl. I'm going to go see the Texas game. That's going to be a heck of a good time. But the thing that I feel like is the biggest – I'm glad this is the last year we don't have to deal with the 14 playoff. Now that it's a 12-team playoff, it's going to give us more competition and more opportunities.
I'm not going to lie to you. That 12-team shit, watch.
It just – I feel like right now –
people are sitting out in them bowl games. I'm letting you know that right now.
I feel like the problem
they're sitting out the bowl games. When the 12-man playoff come, they're sitting out bowl games.
I feel like
not for the 12-man, not for the
12-man.
The 4 teams that are locked.
No, if you have a chance to win the national championship,
I don't think. Hold up. I don't think a 12.
Manny's sitting.
I don't think a 12-man team is going to.
Manny, no team. I'm gonna let you know right now, bro. No team in that 12 is sitting players, bro. And none of them players are sitting out for.
If you're locked and they're taking 2 teams from each conference, you're a player sitting. Some people are resting, bro. That's what's gonna.
The
conference championship games, people, bro. Look, watch. The first 4 teams get a bye, right?
Yes,
they get their locks.
Yes, that would be.
You got to look at the other 6. They're gonna take 2 from each conference, probably.
But you also
one's gonna lose
seeding too,
somebody's not gonna play. It's gonna be seeding. Somebody's gonna say, you know what? I don't
you're legitimately saying, okay. So
Georgia. But if you have the shot to compete for the national championship, hold on, random.
This is what
my thing with it. If you have the shot to compete for the national
you're saying that
championship,
players are going to sit out of the
championship games. You're telling me Georgia's willing to risk a bye just to rest some players?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's terrible. If you're really about to tell me,
that's a horrible take,
bro.
I'm
gonna just speak. Relax. Yeah, I'm gonna say relax. But as somebody who's speaking from a place of what is that noise? What is that noise, bro?
Who's mowing the lawn?
Whoever mowing the lawn behind them, you got to turn that off. But all right. That's a horrible take, Manny. That's a horrible take. And I'm gonna tell you why.
It's not that bad.
No, it is bad. I understand what you're saying. No, but it's bad because somebody who's been in a locker room at any point, if you're playing for a chance at contention, right? And I understand maybe if you're 12-0 Alabama, right? Or you're 12-0 Georgia, or you're 12-0 Ohio State or Michigan, and you no matter what, win or lose your bowl game, you'll probably be a top seed in the
Why would I play my players?
Hold on. This is why it don't make sense. This is why it doesn't make sense.
It does make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me because I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't make sense to me. Because to sit out a game, you may compromise yourself because you don't know the seeding of other teams. You don't know other teams' records, and one loss can mean the difference between number 3 and number 6. And only a certain amount of guys have the bye week, so you don't want to mess around, lose the right game because you still got to remember these teams, these conferences are bigger now. So, for example, the Big Ten and the SEC, they're playing more games against better opponents, and that's going to be the same case in the Big Ten. So, what that means is, remember, certain teams that are going to be nice in these conferences are not going to see each other until the championship game. So, if they run the table, you run the table. It's going to be the difference between spot 4 and spot 6, or spot 4 and spot 7. I think it is hard to. I think it is very dumb. It is very ignorant. It is very ignorant to believe, and this is why I say you've had to have been in a locker room to understand, because nobody is going to potentially put themselves in a risk of missing a bye to give players a rest, especially in college football.
Hold on.
Especially in college football, especially in college football where a bye week, it's only a certain amount of time. First of all,
my point?
Two. Let me just give you some insight. Let me give you some insight. You go to a bowl game and stuff, you go home. You get a lot of time off. You get a long ass break before these games would be playing. I don't think you want to I don't think any football coach dealing with a bunch of college kids in no situation knowing they're about to compete in the 2 or 3 biggest games of their college lives up to that point are going to go out there and take a 2-month break or a 40-month or 40-day break and then take another week off in order to play for their next game. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, bro. And I don't think.
All right, what I said was if they're a lock. I literally said if they're a lock. If you're a lock,
but you're not a lock though. You're not a lock if you still have to play a conference championship game, bro.
If you're an undefeated team next year in any of these conferences, you're gonna be a lock, bro. I'm telling you right now.
You have to play.
But then by that same logic, if Florida State was undefeated and they won their conference championship, I'm just saying, like, you can't. My thing is, we have to look at it. The playoff is expanded so much. We're gonna have 2 lost teams in this playoff, so anyone's gonna have a shot. So I don't see teams taking the chance.
Let me say something though.
Risk resting players. But go ahead.
Wait. This is all I want to say. I want to keep it as short as possible, but like you guys, we can talk about the nuance. Like Bama wants to talk about the little things between the SEC, this and that. This is all I'm saying. This is the problem with college football, guys. Okay, what the message that they gave when they took Florida State out? Because I don't want to hear these excuses about the conference. Okay, they went undefeated. They played perfect. We've seen many teams when the Pac-12 was trash play perfect and get in. And this is my problem. Now that they've done that, they've made a notification to every ACC team, especially Florida State. If you stay in that conference, you will not get in.
Not the biggest. You are avoiding the biggest thing in the room that costs Florida State.
No, Bama, stop, because you're going to put out some Alabama rhetoric, and I hate it. Because Bama, wait, stop.
Let him finish his take. Please,
Bama. This is the problem with Alabama fans and everyone who wants to talk about history. What you don't get is the college football is going to be. They're trying to make it the NFL. And these kids, besides the top talent, they aren't good enough to do that. It's going to be a 2-team conference in 5 years. I guarantee you, it's going to be a 2-league conference. Okay, it's going to be SEC. This is going to be the Big 12, and every other team is going to be shoved. All the like you guys shaking your head. Many, wait, stop. Are you in college? Wait, Mady, you're not in college, I don't think, because you don't understand. The biggest thing about college football is the rivalries, guys. That's what creates the biggest hype. They are destroying that. And with the ACC and the Pac-12,
he's just lying now. He's just lying.
Hold on, wait.
Ohio State, hold on. All the rivals is going to the schools together. Arizona,
USC, UCLA went to the Big Ten together.
USC, UCLA going together. Oklahoma and Texas are going together. Listen,
maybe you can look. Okay, this is why I said
all these teams are going together though. They're going together. Go ahead, Bama.
College football's dying.
They dragged the SEC bias.
College football died.
Y'all dragging it, Michael.
This is
why I say you dragging it. I don't watch a lot of college football. If Florida State would have went out there and put 50 up on LSU, how Ohio State did in 2015 with Cardale Jones, third-string quarterback, they're in there. No debate about it. That's what happened. The same thing happened to Ohio State in 2015 in the playoffs. We've seen this. The same thing happened. Bro. What Ohio State go out there and do? Cardale Jones went out there and put up damn near 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, to where it looked like, hey, bro, even though this is a third-string quarterback, these guys are the best team in the country. So what happened was they paired them up with Alabama 35-42 because we can assess that, hey, bro, this is a safe matchup right here because not only did they win their conference championship with a third string, bro, they put up OD numbers. So that's why you got to grade it off of that, because this is why I say you got to assess it based off the past, future, present, going forward, where you wanted to go with it. That was the criteria what Ohio State got on when they had a third string quarterback. They looked at what they did in the conference championship. They won in very convincing fashion. And the third string quarterback looked like, hey, damn, bro, Cardale Jones should have been the first string quarterback. They had Michael Thomas buzzing. They had another dude, Jalen something, bro, number 17. They was going crazy. Bro, they was going with talk, bro. Devin Smith going crazy, bro. So we have seen this before. They should have hold them how they got hold. Yes, it's unfortunate.
They should have hold them how they got hold.
They should have, bro, because it just looked bad. Not only did y'all have a weak schedule, bro, y'all struggled throughout that weak schedule. One thing with Texas, even though you can say, hey, bro, they was weak like this, bro, one person brought up a good point. Texas dubbed their whole schedule. Damn near outside that loss to Oklahoma, everybody they came in contact with, they was punishing them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Florida State, they was etching out games with the 55 overall strength of schedule. You still etching out teams, bro. So you have to, bro. That's all I'm saying with people. If they would have dominated that's all I said. 2015. That's what you got to think about it. 2015. If it happened just like that in 2015, FSU was still in, even if it's
how many wins did Bama edge out this year?
And Bama and also
12-1.
Like it doesn't.
How many wins did you edge out?
Lord knows.
12.
And also saying, Michael,
hold on, man.
Some of the shit that you were saying doesn't make sense because, bro, again, the main reason why FSU didn't make it
out is Jordan Travis is out. That's why they're out.
Another thing that the college football community, puts in is losing key players.
That's the last point too.
Your quarterback had a gruesome injury, and then you're not telling me these past 2 weeks Florida State has looked like a top 4 team. They haven't even looked like
No,
a
they
top 15
haven't.
team.
No, you're tripping.
They look totally different.
Their defense has saved the offense. If we're looking at the
Go ahead, Trent.
Like what Bama just said, bro. And now, if what's the name, the quarterback to Florida State, if they was looking like Cardale Jones, if they were winning in convincing fashion,
was the third string.
they would probably be top 2. They'd probably be ranked over Evan Washington.
Michael, can I ask you a question?
When the drop off is that significant, you have to weigh it in, bro.
Let me ask you a very easy question.
Can I say something when you're done?
Yeah, Michael. If Dak Prescott got hurt, do you even pick your Cowboys to win a playoff game?
Wait, what?
If Dak Prescott got hurt, do you pick your Cowboys to even win a playoff game?
I don't have them winning a playoff game either way, but no.
God.
No, I agree.
Michael, you are ignoring the biggest thing. You are ignoring the biggest thing that cost FSU a playoff spot. The minute Jordan Travis got hurt, their season was cooked, which means now they had 2 weeks to show they could mitigate the loss and show they could still be a top 4 team. I don't like it. I'm like you. I do not like it, but this is one of those mitigating circumstances, extreme circumstances where they're not in because you clearly miss your star quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
how.
Also, this would if this same scenario happened to like a Texas, Washington.
It did happen in Texas.
This was the worst time. This was literally the worst time for your quarterback to have a gruesome injury be out for the season.
Because Washington would be out if Penix was hurt.
Was not looking like a top 20, a top 15 team. They wouldn't have gotten into the playoffs. I'm sorry, you undefeated. I'm sorry for the players. You went through all that hard work.
So is it just about ratings then?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Horrible. Georgia's about to prove why FSU shouldn't make it. They about to dog walk.
That's because Jordan Travis isn't there.
And if they lose, oh my!
And guess
I know they're not about to lose, but I'm just saying, if it happens,
But why?
I got a question for everybody here. I got a legit question because the argument from what it sounds like from me, from the college casual, of course, is that obviously it's competition versus like, okay, the production of what FSU did, and they did what they did. They played perfect all season based off their schedule. I'm curious, like when a 12-team playoff standings appears, how much does the level of competition actually matters to the rankings then? If someone, similar situation with FSU, lose their quarterback, you recognize they're not as good. Do you just keep on dropping them down spots if you know that these teams are?
So the problem is, I'm gonna be honest. I understand Michael's passion, but the problem is Michael's on the side of those college football fans who want fairness.
He's an Oregon fan, bro.
This is not about fairness. It's not because you're bringing up the fact that they're undefeated, Power 5 conference. You're also creating a slippery slope because you're saying the ACC don't matter. And that's the first thing I said. They pretty much saying ACC, y'all got to get better talent because the way we look at the conference right now is that it's not worth a damn, especially if y'all have a team that doesn't have the best player or your quarterback.
I'm not really an Oregon fan, guys.
Hold on. Go after me early. But what I'm saying is about the situation, and to answer Riddell's question is the committee's job is to figure out what they believe are the 4 best teams in college football. Their job isn't to always consider who went undefeated, because if we cared about who went undefeated, this is why I think people need to understand.
Texas.
Liberty, whatever, they're undefeated. Liberty. James Madison Liberty Flame went undefeated. James Madison almost went undefeated. So going undefeated is not just the criteria. It's obviously strength of schedule, who you beating, your team as a whole, things of that nature. And I just think FSU, with them losing their quarterback, it made it very easy for the committee to make them the odd man out, especially due to the fact that Alabama knocked off Georgia. And realistically, this is really Georgia's fault. If Georgia doesn't lose to Alabama, then there's not this big drop. There's not a whole bunch of stuff. FSU might still get in, and Texas doesn't get in now because of this situation. But because Alabama had to get in, almost made it so that Texas had to get in, and due to the fact that
because FSU Alabama had to get an Alabama invitation,
right?
And so Trent was saying this on his show, on his college football show. Basically, if Alabama wins,
it's early.
Who did I say? Who would I say was going next? Who did I say was going
Early.
next?
Me.
Okay, then go ahead, Early.
Here's my whole thing about the FSU situation, right? Now, the difference between them and Liberty or James Madison almost going undefeated, shout out to James Madison, is that they were a top 5 team the whole year. So this is my thing. I get what y'all saying. Y'all saying that it made it easy because Travis got hurt, and we want the best teams to go in there so it's no blowouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
No blowout. We don't want to see a blowout game, a team get washed. Well, I look at it like this. In the last 10 to 15 years, there have been countless blowouts in the national championship game and playoffs history. Like even that TCU versus Alabama last year. Georgia last year, like 65-7. Like my thing is, if them boys play hard and they got the undefeated record, then let them get blown out. Let them at least let them. It might be a fairy tale game. You never know what might happen during the game. Let them boys play. You basically, you're not even giving them a chance to get on the field and show something. That's why I say it's unfair, because if they get blown out, then so what? Let them get blown out. Who gives a damn?
I'm just having too.
But let them at least. You don't know what type of play this quarterback might.
Look at
they like.
You're ignoring that 2 weeks to prove it.
They had
2 weeks to prove
something. They have 2 weeks to prove. I hear what you're saying.
Go ahead, finish.
But those two games are those two games. All I'm saying is that give them a chance to actually compete and actually show that they don't deserve to be there by getting blown out in the playoffs. Like that's how I feel about it.
Thank you, really.
That's how. Don't give them don't just take them away from it completely after they didn't bust they. And then again, they could have lost those games.
I don't disagree.
They won those games even with Travis
I
being
don't
down.
disagree. I gotta understand that most of us don't disagree with what you or Michael are saying.
It just got
but the committee
because if that's the case, TCU should have never been top 3 last year.
Oh, that's
because
fact.
if you watch football, they couldn't stop nobody.
They beat Michigan.
They beat Michigan. Anything can happen. Like you said,
and we all thought they were going to get stopped.
And that's my point. Exactly. Anything can happen.
It's not the same.
At least with TCU last year, they had a Heisman finalist at their quarterback.
That's also true.
That's also
true. You don't even believe he should have been there.
It doesn't matter though.
It doesn't matter. He was. That's not the point he's making. He's still a finalist. That's not the point he's making.
It will be.
No. Listen. I agree.
Real quick, Jerry. What I'm saying.
Go ahead, bro.
At least TCU and Max Duggan was playing good football. Again, you had 2 weeks to show. Okay, win in convincing fashion and have your quarterback play good football. Didn't their quarterback not just go 8 for 21? 55
their
yards?
Third string. They didn't have their second string in the game.
Okay, it's even when bro was playing against Florida. This the second string.
Bro, you giving me a whole month.
But did you see how bad? Did you see how bad Milroe looked when he first got in? Like it's 2 games, dog. It's 2 games.
Wait, I got you. Wait,
that Cordell Jones shit is a myth. That don't happen a lot.
Early. Wait, hold on, early. What did Jalen Milroe do the second half of the season? And what did Alabama just do this past Saturday?
Exactly, the second half of the season. If we was looking at Jalen Milroe after the first 2 games, Alabama wouldn't be ranked. Like that's what I'm saying.
They had 8 more weeks to prove it early. They had 8 more weeks.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. They had 8 more weeks.
8 more weeks to prove it.
That's my
unfair, but that's how it
Florida
went.
State will have 6.
All right.
The game.
All right, let's get off.
God, bro.
All right, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, listen. I love this topic.
I'm glad they're doing 12 teams. It should be like college basketball. Sweet 16, Sweet 12, dog.
64.
This college conversation. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the committee for getting it for doing what they did, because this definitely has been a crazy.
They
topic.
made money with that shit.
Yeah, this was a crazy topic. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We got 10 minutes left in the show, so like all these other topics, we'll save them for the press box.
Who we think gonna beat it? Who we think gonna beat it?
But no, because we got 10 minutes, Dev. You should have got in where you fed in. Now we go on to finish this last topic, because we only got one topic left, and I don't want to get to these other ones because these other ones I got are really, really good. Y'all saw them in the chat, so y'all know what we got on the Telegram. So we're gonna just finish the show with the Monday Night Football and the predictions, because ultimately these other topics are too good to try to fit any one of them in a 10-minute span. So we got the Jaguars, we got the Prince versus the Joe Burrow-less Bengals. First things first, Dev, you set this tone. You set the tone. Monday night predictions, thoughts on the game.
I'm going with the Jaguars for another win. They're gonna probably get the 2 seed. Right now, the Chiefs will be playing a road playoff game this year. They'll be at the 4th seed this year. That's my prediction. Jaguars win tonight.
Okay. Thoughts on the game, Michael? You look very frustrated, bro. Why you look so frustrated?
No. I'm not frustrated. I'm just thinking about matchups right now. No. I'm chilling. It's all good, guys. You know it's all good with me at all times. But no.
Michael like the Kramer.
I love going on the show, guys.
He was in it. I like it. Go ahead, finish, Mike. What's your thoughts?
But like, I think so. I was thinking about it. I think it's going to be more interesting than people think because I still have questions about the play calling, the OC for the Jags. Mm-hmm. But I do think talent-wise, right? If we're thinking about what the Bengals are good at and what they're not, I feel like that the Jaguars match up pretty well. I want to see, I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to continue to play well. I don't know if he'll match the last 2 games necessarily. I don't see him fumbling the bag, though, this game. Yeah. I think that, they're on a little bit of a run. I think ETN's going to have a good game. That's what I'm really looking for, though, that matchup, the D-line for the Bengals against the Jags run game. Because I feel like if they can have a consistent run game, Trevor Lawrence will win this game. If not, that's where my question marks are. And, hey, if Trevor Lawrence proves it to me, then I like him even more.
J-Ron, stop playing the music.
And I'm excited. I got Lawrence on my fantasy squad for the championship.
It's the Sandman.
So I love it. I love it from Lawrence. I'm a Lawrence guy.
I will say this: Jacksonville has an outside shot at the 1 seed. So this is a loss you cannot have. You cannot lose to the Joe Burrow-less Bengals on Monday night. So they have a chance. They've won 7 of their last 8 games. They're like in a weird way. I think of them as like the AFC Lions. It feels like they're just a year away.
That's a good one.
Because the one time random. Yeah. So the fact that you're looking at them like obviously they have a chance to win the 1 seed. They're playing tough defenses basically to finish the season. So you okay, if my bad, Tank. Okay, you got a real shot, and if you want to show that you guys are ready for maybe next year to even have a home playoff game.
Hey, Manny, Tank said
Jacksonville
today.
Hold on.
Tank who? Tank Jones? That boy. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Hold on, fellas. So obviously you got to win the game. At this point, I've kind of accepted that we're never gonna get that really gaudy game from Trevor Lawrence. We're never gonna get that like the 350, 3 touchdowns. I've just kind of accepted it. Like we're just never gonna get that.
Maybe not this season, but
did you see him play against the Texans?
It will come though.
Thank you.
And that's one game though, guys.
We're never gonna get
one game.
We're never gonna see that game. I'm just saying about
okay, my bad. We're never gonna see that game more often than once. So there you go. You feel a little better, Riddell?
Don't be wrong the first time.
You've literally only seen it once this season, Dan.
Like, come on. Once in my life.
Say it correctly there.
So
he played well against the Bills too. Shut up.
Yeah, facts. He did play well against the Bills. He did play well. I remember that. I was awake for that.
They have a chance to win the 1 seed. Ironically, their game coming up in 2 weeks against the Ravens could possibly decide that 1 seed matchup for real. So you're a year away, but you got to show. And a lot of people have been sleeping on you because obviously the Texans are been the biggest story in your division, but somehow you're still a game and a half up. So you got to keep moving, but you're way ahead of schedule. So
and one thing I'll say to Random real quick.
Oh wait! Time out! Emergency! We got a $20 super chat that I did not read. Hold on.
Oh shoot!
This is my biggest issue with the college football playoffs. You can't put what you think, speculation, and hypotheticals in the processes. The results are the results. If you lost, you lost. FSU, everything.
Drink more water.
Shout out, let's get these guys too. 20.
Brian Holiday with the 5. Y'all got to hold Mookie accountable for his Herbert takes.
We can never find him.
Mookie's bankrupt.
We can never find him.
Lonnie Williams, J-Rob, all that whistling in my headphones almost made me drop kick a kid that walked. That shit triggering. Well, excuse me, it's blame the panel. These boys be, I
like the whistle.
I feel like I'm back in practice.
Brian will never find Mookie. Right. We can never find him.
Mookie's not accountable. He's bankrupt.
What else on this game, y'all? Is Trevor Lawrence going to show us a 300-yard game?
I think he's going to show us.
All right, I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead, Manny. Go after him. Riddell ain't say much in the football conversation. He already missing in points today. He's trying to get it back all on Wednesday.
Oh,
that's tough.
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead, Q.
You already know when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, I said I've been 10 toes down for the playoffs. Me and Michael had a bet, Trevor Lawrence versus Dak Prescott. So I'm a Trevor Lawrence believer for now until the rest of the season. So I do think some respect needs to be put on the potential number 1 seed of the AFC. I think people are still sliding him, thinking that it's not a big deal being the number 1 seed without a elite defense, without a elite number one receiver like a Tyreek Hill. But, they just keep on winning games. I expect them to beat the Bengals down. And that Ravens game is really going to show us, who the Jaguars are. They are not the Lions. Lions are frauds. And the Jaguars can definitely make noise. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, considering how the Chiefs are falling apart, if they make the Super Bowl. Like, it's kind of open for the AFC right now.
Okay, I can't go that far, but
but let's not get let's stick to the game. Let's stick to the game.
Yeah, can I say this? Y'all been talking about Trevor Lawrence, and I've been saying I don't see nothing with him. Y'all been talking about Trevor Lawrence all season, about him being top 10, this, that, the third. I don't know what y'all talking about that Texas game because he didn't play that well, but okay, whatever y'all say. Here's the thing. That Bengals team is reeling, okay? This is a this is a Brock Purdy game for him. If he don't wear this Bengals team out, dog, do not bring up Trevor Lawrence to me ever again, dog. This should be a 4-touchdown. This should be a 4-touchdown, 300-yard. This game should be a blowout.
Okay, it should be.
To back up Early's point.
Wait. Did you give your prediction on the game? We need predictions.
No, I didn't.
It better be 35-3.
No, okay. Let me go.
Go ahead, Manny. Good your prediction.
Everybody knows I like to be the odd man out. I've been seeing. Well, we were watching these primetime games. Everybody saw, and tonight I'm going with the upset. I'm going Jake Browning. I think he's gonna get the dub tonight.
Okay.
You ain't watched that one Bengals game since he played.
Yep, I'm taking that. I'm taking Jake Browning. Jamar Chase.
I think
Jamar going for 120 today, a touchdown.
He can't get him the ball.
Bro, throw a screen pass. Yeah, crazy.
Wait,
throw a
one
screen
thing
pass.
about
Yeah,
T-Law.
crazy. But I was gonna say, but I got the Bengals. I'm gonna say 21-24.
Okay,
go ahead, Trent. We got 3 minutes now.
Me and Early, we disagree a lot, but this is the one time I'm really like the way how what's the name? The Jags beat the Colts and Trevor Lawrence for like 4 or 5 TDs. Yo, you're facing Jake Browning. Do we know who Jake Browning is, bro?
He's better than my quarterback.
I need to see a 35-10, like a 30, almost get 40 points. Like
you're not going to see that. They're not built to beat niggas out. They don't beat niggas out, bro.
That's such a bad take in my opinion.
They don't blow niggas out.
I got the Jags in the blowout 38-10. Trevor Lawrence have a huge game, but if not,
I see Trey setting them up. He's setting them up.
I know he's not about to hype up the Bengals defense like it's been crazy all year.
No, but you just going to Bengals defense because if he drops
and they been giving up. Y'all watch them? They been giving up on Browning, dog. They been giving up on him.
One at a time. Who else didn't predict? Random, did you predict? Who didn't predict on the game?
Oh, my bad. Go Random.
I think Bam was the only one.
No, I'm good. I'm hosting.
No, I think Dan.
Oh, my bad.
Jalen Carter throwing out the 1v1s.
Nah, everybody got to take off.
Why everybody calling Caleb Williams, but not
Caleb
Carter? I'll wait.
Yeah, because the reason why, because Jalen Carter will whoop my ass, and I don't think Caleb Williams will whoop my ass. So
but that's
based off that information right there. Shit, I'll let Big Buddy right there cry. One thing I know about playing football, J-Rod can attest to this. When them trenches get mad and they get to swinging, boy, you better move back, boy. I used to try to break up fights with them big boy. I got threw out the way so quick.
I don't get involved in that.
That's a different world right there, boy. When them boys,
but to be fair, Bama, you would get thrown out of a kindergarten fight because you're so small, man. Like,
oh no, stop it.
You couldn't break up a group of third graders.
Get off my dog.
Early, you find out.
With that being said, that is our show chat. The press box. We are out. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Rankings moving and shaking. Fluid list. I hope these boys bring their A game next Wednesday. Big show, big topics. Y'all be good.
Let me catch you on some short.